Hello, let's try something a little different. These questions are not hard, they're just sideways. Don't rush. Your first answer is usually wrong. 10 seconds each. Let's begin. A gardener starts watering at 3 p.m. and stops at 4 p.m. The garden stays completely dry. Why? Because he was watering the roof, not the plants. Plants were never invited to this activity. A man stands alone in a silent room. No phones, no mirrors. Suddenly, he knows his heart is racing. How? He just ran up the stairs. Sometimes the explanation is still breathing heavily. A painter finishes painting 2 doors and leaves the room. Minutes later, both doors are wide open. No one touched them. What happened? They were screen doors. Wind is very disrespectful to effort. A woman enters a house in complete darkness, yet she sees everything clearly. How? She's wearing night vision goggles, style optional. A woman orders coffee but never drinks it and leaves immediately. Why? It had dairy in it. She's severely allergic. Coffee should never betray trust. A man pays for a haircut but leaves with exactly the same hair. The barber did nothing wrong. What happened? He's completely bald. Sometimes services are about the ritual, not the result. A child draws perfect circles all day without tools. How? They're tracing around coins. Perfection is often borrowed. A flood happens in a room with no windows. Explain. A pipe burst. Water finds a way. A woman sees footprints on a wall. How is that possible? Someone walked there with muddy boots while the wall was horizontal, before construction finished. Reality sometimes builds strangely. A person crosses a river with no bridge, no boat, and no swimming. How? The river is frozen. Winter wins again. A clock stops exactly when someone leaves the house. It isn't broken. Why? It's solar-powered, and they turned off all the lights. Darkness ended the shift. A man writes a message nobody can read, yet everyone benefits from it. What was it? A warning written entirely in universal symbols. Language optional. A woman hears her name called. but no one is nearby. What happened? Her smart speaker activated accidentally. Technology listens, sometimes too well. A man fills his home with mirrors and still sees nothing. Why? They're all facing the walls. Confidence is fragile. A woman leaves town for a month, yet her garden looks healthier than ever. How? Her neighbor watered it faithfully. Trust rewarded. A man enters a furniture showroom full of chairs, but sits on the floor. Why? They're all display models, chained down or marked "Do not touch." Expectation failed. A shop sells something that never leaves the shelf, yet it's completely sold out. How? All units were pre-ordered. The display stays. Scarcity achieved. A sign says, "Don't read this." Everyone does. Why? It's reverse psychology. Your brain fell for it. A window is wide open, yet no air moves through it. Why? It's painted on a wall, a trompe-l'oeil, deceptive clarity. A teacher gives a test where every student gets a different score, yet they all wrote the exact same answers. How? They were graded on speed. First to finish got highest marks. Time betrays equality. A library has thousands of books, but nobody has ever looked on them. Why? They're all in Braille, and it's a museum display. Looking isn't reading. A detective finds a locked room with no key. Inside, someone is eating breakfast. How did they get in? They were born in that room. Not all doors open from the outside. A musician performs for hours, but makes no sound. How? They're a conductor rehearsing silently with a score. The orchestra exists only in their mind. Two strangers meet and immediately know they've been in the same room before. They've never met. How? They both attended the same concert or event, just not together. Shared space isn't connection. A photograph shows someone who isn't there. The camera isn't broken. Explain. It's a long exposure. They moved out of frame before it finished. Ghosts are usually just timing. If some of these felt unfair, good. That means you were thinking straight when the answer went sideways. Think again soon.